do you mean eating poi and pizza? How would you do that? Eat poi and pizza. Who does that? Idiots do that. You get diarrhea when you eat poi and
Is
pizza.
somebody's grandpa reincarnated? I'm 19 going on 90 for real.
You would
for real.
know, yeah. Yeah. And Taylor was never 19. He went like straight from 1 to like
He has Benjamin Button syndrome.
55. he went from like 1 year to 55.
He was
All right, Taylor. So if you're watching,
He was
welcome
born-
to the Poi and
He was
Pizza
born
Show.
Benjamin Button. He was born Benjamin Button. Aloha, guys. How's it going? Welcome back. I am Chris.
And I'm Tony.
And we have very, very special guests. You guys asked for her back, so we're bringing her back, you guys. Chanel Bentosino. And we're really excited today, right, Chanel? Because we are doing something very special after this podcast, are we not?
We are. We are going to start filming, audio recording, all the ings of the official Chanel podcast.
That's right.
It's going to be a great time, good fun, lots of laughs. It's going to get real up in there.
Yeah, it's gonna get real.
It's going to get real.
So
You know what's funny is last time we had the Zoom, right? And she's all
Yeah.
just chilling tight. Now you get this mic and
and
she's
she's
like,
all like leaning into it. And,
I just want to know.
yeah.
What do I?
It's getting English.
How are you?
See, that's what ASMR is.
What's in?
All right,
Okay, yeah.
explain
Tell us what
ASMR.
ASMR. Like you've been dying to explain to us. Go ahead.
For all my people out there who can't sleep at like 3 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
and you be on the internet, and you end up in places that I end up, which isn't that far. ASMR is a type of video or audio recording where they speak very slowly, and it's supposed to. A lot of people use it to fall asleep at night, and so it like they'll do like crunching of like foam or like scratching, like weird sounds, like flipping post-its.
Are you serious?
Really close to the microphone. And it's supposed to stimulate a part of your brain. Oh, hey, Siri girl. And so,
Are you serious?
and so,
Hey,
yeah.
girl.
No, you got to keep it on. You got to keep it on.
No, it is.
All right.
No, I just double checked
Okay.
it.
No, and there are
All right.
triggers. So you can look up like sleep ASMR, and there's even weird ones where they like pretend to cut your hair. And it's that sound of like hair cutting scissors, very particular sounds. And the girls, for some reason, it's always girls in the video. They talk like this, really close to the mic.
So
And
they're
always
talking while the cutting is going
they're
on.
just talking in general. They're like, "Hi, good morning. I just feel like."
Are you serious?
Yes, and they'll like start touching the mic, and I'm like,
And you watch these? Why?
I have low self-esteem. When I was 7, I'm triggered.
What triggers you? What
Cutting
triggers
paper and cutting hair,
We
obviously.
will save that for Chanel's podcast, where it gets real up in there. We can talk about triggers in childhood and why we are the way we are.
Okay, that's fair enough. So you guys need to catch her podcast. It's going to be going down today.
It is.
Go check it out. And what's it called again?
It's just the Chanel podcast.
The Chanel podcast. Okay. So we're gonna go check it out. So on Wednesday, you were telling us earlier, and we told you to stop so we could save it for the show. Wednesday, you went down to Kalapana, right? So every Wednesday, down at Kalapana, they have a big shindig over at Uncle Robert's.
yes.
Chanel went down there, and she said she went down because
I always seem to play wingman or woman.
Okay.
I just get roped into all kinds of situations.
Okay.
And now that you're saying it back to me,
Yeah.
it sounds really messed up. So when I said it, I felt like it was normal. But now I'm having an existential crisis about who my friends are and what they make me do. So on Wednesday, I was roped into a double date of sorts.
Okay.
Kind of like my friend was like, I want to see this guy. He's bringing his friend. You're my friend.
okay.
Keep him company. By the way, he's 6'5" and you're 4'11". I'm like, okay, I can't tell you what the guy's face looked like.
Okay.
I can tell you what his navel and or elbow crease looked like. Put his elbow crease in a lineup of 20 other elbow creases.
And you pick it out.
I know exactly. The fold, I got it down. The wrinkle, the birthmark,
All
skin
good.
tone, shade.
Oh, good.
I got it down.
Okay.
Photographic memory.
So what's the potential here?
On the elbow.
yeah.
Well, I assume it was lotion.
Okay. Are you like into
Wait,
the-
hold on. What's that? We gotta.
Oh, bro, you gotta answer this. Tony does it again.
Chad, I got you on speaker on our podcast because I'm not supposed to take phone calls during my podcast.
Well, I'll call you back or call me back.
Okay, wait. First,
No, wait.
introduce yourself and tell us
Yeah.
where you're from.
This is Chad from Iona Car.
Okay.
Yeah, what lifted your? Did you have someone who came by?
Hey, Chad, what can we do for you today, Chad?
Well, I'm looking for your services so you can pump up a couple all of our big sales coming up.
Done. I will give you a call as soon as we're done. Now, wait a minute. The services, marketing services or the wink, wink, other services?
Marketing service.
Okay.
Happy service.
All right, man. I'll call you when we're pal.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Tony does
Why
it
do
again.
I always
Tony
get called?
does it again. See, all I did was, Chanel called Siri on my phone. That's it. Like, congratulations, dude.
Golly.
You got 2
strikes
in a row,
again.
man. 2 in a row.
Somebody please call Chris next Monday
Yikes.
between 8
It doesn't matter. My phone will be
8:30.
off. My
That's
phone
some
will be off.
stalkerous-
That's some stalker status right there.
It is. It is.
At
Okay, so
8:35, Chris brushes his teeth. He likes Colgate.
the whitening.
3D Chris.
I'm actually a preventative guy, so
What is the 3D
Periodontics.
anyways?
I don't know.
I'm all about periodontics, guys. You know what periodontics toothpaste is?
And that's a word.
I know. It's highly pretentious.
I
No,
feel
it's not. It's the
attacked.
name of it's the name.
What did you call
Fine,
it?
it's a fine.
Feel attacked.
It sounds like a dinosaur. Oh,
It's the
it
name
was a
of
periodontic.
toothpaste. It's the name of a toothpaste.
Doesn't it sound like a historic dinosaur?
Periodonte?
Periodontics.
I don't know Dante.
Periodontics.
Sounds like one of the flying dinosaurs. You got the pterodactyl and the
No.
periodontic.
No. Periodontics toothpaste is to keep your mouth healthy so that your bloods don't gleam.
My what? To who? My what did what?
Your gums don't bleed.
My bling doom la.
Dude, drink your coffee.
My bloom da bleep.
Drink your coffee.
Your gums don't bleed.
Yeah.
It's to prevent gum disease.
There's no other words you can use other than periodontic.
That's the name of the toothpaste.
It's called periodontic?
Where?
Periodontics.
Where did you get it?
Target. Y'all better go shopping.
Periodontics.com?
Y'all better go shopping.
What shelf? Is it
It's a
all in
red
here? Because I
label.
never
It's a
saw
red-
it.
Wait a minute. Let's be honest. If it's above the third shelf,
I don't know what
never
it looks
saw
like.
It's a red label.
There's a whole world that I don't know. All right.
Yeah. Well, but there's also a world that other people know about you. So I'm gonna ask you this question, both of you, okay? Either of you can answer first. So like, who's the one person in your life that always needs to be in your business? Like they always gotta know, more like what you're doing and you know what I'm saying? Like who's the one person? Come on, spill
I'm
it.
starting with you. Yeah, we're starting over there.
Yeah, spill it.
Oh, of course, everyone's got a mom. You know.
Okay.
My mom literally called me last night because she was like, "You didn't talk to me for a week. I'm so like, are you dead?" She messaged me
Are
on
you
Instagram,
dead?
Facebook. She was this close to posting a status like, "My daughter is missing. She's dead." I'm serious. I will pull up the DM. She said, "Where are you? Why aren't you answering your phone?" My dad made a group chat because I know my mom was bugging him. But I called her back and I was like, "Yo, it's Sunday. I talked to you on Friday. I'm chilling. Like, can I not have the weekend to myself? Look, I've been calling you. Why you don't answer your phone? Chanel, where are you? What are you doing? Let's go to the group chat. You don't answer your phone, Chanel. I'm being attacked constantly.
By your mom?
Yeah. Triggered. But it's my mom. I love her to death, but she always
She's
gotta
in
know.
your business.
She said, "I don't know where you're living. I don't know." And she brought up the damn podcast. She goes, "You know, Chanel, people who see that think you're serious. I am one of those people." I was like, "Mom, you would think you know me better."
Have you met?
She's at, yeah. She
Have
goes,
you met the guy yet?
Who's this texting you? Who's this? Who's this boy you're talking about with the Toyota?
Who's hot chick?
It's half of you. Who's the boy that? It could be literally any boy. I could walk 5 feet down the street.
And it's
I could go to right here, Wong Stadium. I could pick a boy up and be like, "This one.
Yeah.
That's him. What's your name?"
Oh, wait a minute. Puna 96749.
Oh.
and my son meets all the parameters. You know, I told you earlier, so he's got all them check marks.
Oh, yikes.
Minus one, which you hope he doesn't get.
Yeah, the
zip code.
the zip code on the
Or the
on the neck.
lips.
What lip?
Oh.
You know how to get the
Tattoo
girlfriend
lips.
lip?
Oh, girlfriend.
Or is that more of like a butchy thing? Never mind.
I don't know. Let's
know.
ask Sensei. Sensei, is that a
Iceless.
I don't know.
No, you know what kind I'm talking about? The kind at
No.
the Kilo bus terminal?
Yeah,
The one with the sports bra and the Jordan slides?
I haven't seen that.
Wait a minute.
I have not seen that.
Do you have a tattoo?
No,
Do you have a tattoo?
No, I want none.
I don't have any.
I don't
Yeah.
have. Nope.
Okay, good.
You
Why?
too?
What's wrong
You
with
have no
tattoo?
tattoo?
I have a tramp stamp, but
Oh my
no,
God.
I do not have a tattoo.
That's
I
nice.
I'm definitely afraid of needles.
Oh,
Like, There's
yeah.
no way I'm gonna get a tattoo.
I don't have a tattoo.
Not yet.
Okay, so
Yeah.
who's your?
But when that real person comes along in your life,
You're gonna get
then
their
you're gonna
name.
get their
lips.
name. Yeah, you're gonna get their name like across your back,
and then your
neck,
6 kids written in cursive.
Yeah.
No, I need the footprints. What you mean? You're already not gonna duke them out. I'm gonna
You gotta do the footprints right.
I gotta get Charlie Boy right over my heart.
Charlie Boy.
Over my heart.
Okay, so yours is your mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whose is yours?
I don't have anyone that's in mind.
Then why would you ask that question?
Because I wanted to know.
lame,
I wanted to know the answer from you two.
Well, I don't have one either.
Hi.
We just wanted to.
Are you guys looking at each other?
It's Chris when he texts me drunk on Sunday night.
I didn't think you drunk, man.
I like
You
drunk
texted
texts.
me.
I did text
For
you.
someone to text you while they're drunk is like, wow, you're thinking of me. You're completely blasted.
Yeah,
And the one person you want to see is me?
That's right. That's why I appreciate 3 o'clock in the morning drunk calls.
Maybe I have just a weird conception of love. But to me,
That's so romantic.
wow. Like my friends are like, he brought me flowers. I'm like, girl, he called me drunk as hell. 3 in the morning, me on his mind.
He was hammered and he thought about me, right?
Yeah.
6'4".
6 feet. Yeah,
No,
6
he's
foot
6'5". Oh, I didn't even finish the damn
6'5".
story.
Yeah, 6'5".
All right, so I am on a double date with a friend, and we're in Kalpana, and we are ready to watch the fire dancers, self-proclaimed fire dancers, who don't come out till like 10:30. I think maybe because they're not allowed to, or maybe they were too stoned the whole time, and they're like, you know what we could do besides burn? We could try to kill ourselves.
With fire.
And I'm there. I'm here for it. I'm sober. I'm ready for this.
Had the phone ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I am ready. And so they're not really fire dancers. They're just hippies with fire. I don't know what else to call them. And so they're shirtless, barefoot, the whole nine. Makeshift mallow. I don't know. It's, non-GMO, non-H2O kind of thing. Herb-free, grass-free.
They smell like lavender.
They smell like patchouli and the inside of Island Naturals. Smell like a vegan brownie.
Grass-fed beef.
They're drinking hemp water.
Yes, I'm just trying to paint a picture.
Okay, thank you.
But they have almost nothing to do with the snoring. So we're standing in line to get something to drink or something. I don't really remember. And this guy is just yelling at this girl that he's with. He's full on like, why are you acting so stupid? Blah, 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 blah. And she takes out her wallet. And he slaps it out of her hand. Her cards go flying. And everyone's kind of just like, ooh.
This happens in front of everyone?
Yes, this is in Kalapana. Everyone's gathering to watch the hippies with fire. We just hear a pack and her things go flying.
Oh my
And she's
God.
like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She starts picking up her stuff because she feels like they're causing a scene or whatever. So she walks over to their truck or a truck that's like 2 feet away. And so they start yelling, and then everyone's watching, and he just clocks her right in the head. Closed fist. This is a grown man. Punches a girl right in her face.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Did anybody step in?
They were like yelling, and he's like has her up against the truck, and she's like, "Get off of me! Get away from me! We're not doing this right now! Stop it!" And everyone's just like, and they have security at Kalapana. They have like 10 local boys, who charge for parking. Are they allowed to do that, by the way? Because I was like, damn, if they're smart. If they're just like, oh, $3 park over here. I'm like, what? $3? They're smart. So they are like the security, and so this guy, they're fighting. She's pushing him away. He's like, don't touch me! Don't put your hands on me! And she's like, stop! And he close fist clocks her.
Oh my God.
Right in her face.
In front of everyone?
Yeah, in front of everyone. And then some Asian dude, like a local Asian dude, runs out of nowhere, clocks the guy in the face. His nose starts bleeding, and this whole scrap
Oh
starts
my
going on.
gosh.
Local boys are running, beer in hand. Fire dancers are freaking out. Hippies are losing their everything. It's crazy. And
Wow.
I'm standing there like, and so my friend.
Your first experience.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
And Chanel says, we're coming back next week.
I'm like, this Kalapana on Wednesday. Girl.
I am game.
Yeah. So my friend's date was like, he needs to get in. Like, you have that, I need to kill somebody. I don't know if that's in every man, but like this is happening. So he runs. I don't know where he went. His homeboy that's supposed to be with me looks at me like, he looks all the way down. And I'm like, I'm not going no place. And so my friend's like, yo, get your boy. You just gonna let him
Are you serious?
Yeah. He's like, but I don't know. He just starts walking, and his legs are long. I don't know. The potential went from the elbow was here.
Did he pat you on the head when he left?
Yeah, it was
be right
rough.
back.
And so they just start yelling and fighting, and then the security dude's like, yo, you need to go. And the guy that punched the girl in the face, he was like, okay, I'll go, but I need like a handshake first. Like, I guess he wants to come back next week. You know what I'm saying? And the local boys there are like, just leave, bro. Like, nobody wants to look at you right now because you just punched a girl in the face. Like, you are this close to just being licked by like 30 local guys. Leave. Like, they're telling him stop. Like, get out of my face. And the guy's like, just shake my hand and I'll leave. And he was this Holly dude, and he had on like these glasses. Was it you? Did you close fist punch a woman this Wednesday?
I wouldn't put it past him.
I would never lay a hand on a female.
And they were like, bro, you just hit a girl. Like, you're in the wrong. No matter what just happened, you're in the wrong.
Yeah.
And so he's like, just shake my hand. And they're like, get the hell out of here. And then so that happened. And then
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was my Wednesday.
Awesome. I mean, awesomely not awesome.
Yeah, and I don't know.
That's crazy. Okay, so it's like, since we're on the topic, I've always thought about this question to ask it, but I guess I didn't have the guts to ask it before, so I have the guts to ask it now. If a girl, okay, so I get it, like it's like you should not lay your hands on a female like that. But what if
she's beating you?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if she whooping your ass all the time and you trying to be this gentleman?
Is it a girl, or like?
It's a girl.
Okay.
This is a good question. Before you answer that, because we had this episode in Maui. Remember when I first moved here, and we were in Maui, and that girl was they were at the karaoke bar, and that girl was running her mouth, and the guy takes off his shirt and starts dancing around, and I'm like, he's gonna hit her, and I start to go over there, and they're like, no, wait a minute.
And the girl starts whooping him.
Well, no, but we were told.
Okay, but that's a little bit different though.
Okay.
So. But I'm asking. So like he's talking about a situation
like the
where
roles are reversed. This girl clocks the guy.
No, well she's like consistently like.
I've seen it happen.
No, not just in his face, like physical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the dude finally stands up for himself.
And she's completely sober.
The dude finally it just happens all the time.
I don't believe in hitting a woman, but I believe in bracing a hoe real quick. You know what I
mean? Wait. Say that a little bit slower.
Bracing a hoe? You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me as a male, you can't give her a good forearm to the throat real quick. You know what I mean? Up against something like.
Yeah.
I was holding you back.
Yeah. I don't want to see a closed fist to her head.
Yeah.
Like, me on literally almost any guy. That's why I said, is it a girl? Because some of them lady boys out there.
No, it's like a boyfriend, girlfriend kind of thing.
No, like me against any guy. I'm not hitting you hard enough to do anything, really.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's still not okay for you to be hitting him, though, right?
Yeah, no.
I mean, nobody should lay their hands on anyone.
You can grab a wrist and, like, you know what I mean? Like, grab her wrist and be like, yo, like, stop.
I've seen some pretty strong.
If a woman was hitting you, would you hit her?
There's some pretty strong drunk women. Well, I mean, that's why I asked the question, is because in the past I've had that situation.
Yeah.
Run. What did you do?
I don't think I've ever dated a crazy enough.
Yeah, wait.
I did.
These questions.
Sorry. Yeah, Chris. Yeah.
No, I mean, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Like, I'm totally feeling attacked now. I need a snow cone.
Do you need a safe space? We have some hot chocolate and some
for you. Like, what happened?
Yeah, like back in the day.
Experience.
It was a thing like from
your girlfriend.
Way back in the day. Yeah, and there are people out there who will agree with me. They will say she was psycho. Yeah.
She just come up behind you, just chilling, like she chokes you out,
punch him in the face.
For real?
Yeah.
Really? For no reason.
Just
because
I guess that's just how she was.
Too many bottles.
Raised.
Can't hang, auntie.
Dude,
that's not the aunties I like hang out with. Dude, just putting that out there.
And that's not part of the auntie club. Like that's why I get a little bit upset, because I feel like if you've never been in that situation, and not like I was all like, oh no, but it's just like it's not fair. Mm-hmm. It's not fair for people to say, "Oh, it's okay for
her to beat you."
Yeah, it's okay for her to beat you, but it's not for you to. And it's not okay to beat a girl. Like no doubt about. But if you've been in a situation where you just like gotta restrain yourself,
especially
sucks.
in front of people.
Yeah. It sucks.
Like, I don't know how
it's a miserable.
Can take that in front of people.
It's a miserable existence.
Well, it's a double. I mean, there's no win.
You can't.
There's no win.
As a dude, you can't win. I'm just glad I'm not a white male. Because it's even harder to be a white dude nowadays. Nowadays, it really is.
Especially in Hawaii.
Because they talk about white privilege and all that kind of stuff. But then you look at like white dudes, like, they always get it from everyone on the real because of the whole whatever's going on, social justice movement that's happening now.
Right.
Like, they're getting a raw deal.
Let's touch on that real quick because I actually
you actually are a white male.
I am a white male. I can speak on this.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
I feel I have some authority on this on this issue. But we were in a Facebook conversation, and I was told, shut your white privilege mouth.
Yikes.
Yeah.
And they don't know my story. They don't know where I came from and what I had to go through to get to. I know.
He got the street cred. He got the cred.
Right. My best friend knows where we grew up and where we. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So I was never given anything.
Yeah.
Like this whole labeling as a whole. Labeling as a whole is BS. But this whole white privilege, it's one way to just it's a deflection.
Yeah.
It's almost like this whole being tolerant or being intolerant of or tolerant of intolerance of it's such a hypocritical statement that
because it makes you intolerant.
Right. And now everyone's a white supremacist. So if I'm white, I'm now a white supremacist because if I don't agree with what you say, I'm white privilege and I'm white supremacist. It's the general label of well you're just white privilege, white supremacist.
Yeah.
No, it's okay to disagree.
Yeah, it totally is okay to to disagree and I mean that's just the way I think. Like I
This
think
is why I wanted you guys on my podcast. I
It's
want
a
to
little
hear this because I come from a different time.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so I feel like a generational gap discussion.
Because I have a feeling you just referred to Chris as uncle without saying uncle to him. and let me explain how you just called him eternally old to you. As he's talking about the girl that is beating him down, you said that's not the auntie club I want to be in. So if his girlfriend's an auntie, that makes him uncle.
That's wow. That's a
stretch. But I am an uncle.
Like both biologically.
Chronologically, biologically, and physiologically.
Ooh.
What about Hawaiian alakajajili?
Mythologically. I'm done with myself. It's Monday morning.
Welcome to Monday morning, right on, man.
We just had our breakfast with
we just went
when?
We just went like hardcore. Like, Tony's been waiting to get that out for a long time.
I think that's a solid point.
And I know it. Well, I mean, it's just because
I want to put a pin on that for my podcast.
It's just because the irony of it is that all of the people that cry racism are when you talk about any race, in a manner that's offensive or that's derogatory, you're racist. So if you're not white and you're talking down to white and like calling everyone a white supremacist, even though white supremacists exist,
right?
Like not all of them are white supremacists. You know what I mean? Like not all, the same way I say not all Filipinos eat dog.
Right.
Oh wow. Do they?
Look, I know my lane and I'm gonna stay in.
But I mean, it's kind of that deal where like
the most ironic.
If you're gonna be tolerant, then be tolerant.
Right.
Of all.
Don't be tolerant only when it's convenient.
It's not fair.
No. The most ironic thing, I was called a white privilege from a white person.
Yeah.
Like, homie, we on the same team.
Yeah, straight. Well, we all on the same team.
White on white crime.
Right. It's like nothing. Like, look, okay, I've been here 5 years, and I've never, I've never claimed or tried to be local or Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Right.
So one of the things that drives me nuts the most is these people that come and they either visit and they know everything now about Hawaii. It's pronounced Hawaii.
You read the sign at Rainbow Falls.
Yes.
They're like, the mo'o?
Yes.
The mo'o.
It's humu humu, nuku nuku, apu waka. You gotta
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. Or the people that move here and they're like, oh no, it's been, and sometimes the people that move here, they're the worst offenders of fighting for liberty that they don't even know about. These people that are fighting for Black Lives Matters and they're not, and they're not black.
Yeah.
And they're saying, well, yes, we have oppressed you. I'm like, well,
then don't oppress them.
Yes. Like it drives me nuts.
So now I'd like to get your perspective on it because I know you're of like you said, there's a generational gap.
About this
no, I mean like there's like a generational gap. So like I know like there's a huge difference in the
I
way
grew up
we
in a
think.
different time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give us your thoughts on like that whole thing, because I know
Black
you're
Lives
kind of
Matter?
well, the whole
just the whole
Race.
where we are
justice,
Social,
the
economical, race.
Yeah, all of that
Ooh,
stuff.
this puts me in a weird. This is what keeps me up at night.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
as it does us.
So let's
Wow.
as 12 o'clock
keep
we're
it
Yeah,
texting.
no, because I feel like I don't know. It's just
No, be real. Like, just tell
privilege
us
is
that
such a hard thing, you know. Like, what is? I don't think you can look at someone and know that they're privileged. I think that above all things, because I believe you can be black and privileged, but in a broad spectrum, I guess white is better. But when you're someplace like here, that's not true. No.
No. Well, like, you know, for a lot of us, like I remember like our generation growing up, there was always like, I guess in the way we thought growing up was that the Japanese were privileged. Mm-hmm. That's just the way we grew up. No. We just like, they ran everything, you know what I mean? They had all of the businesses over here in Hilo. So there was there's kind of this thought growing up that there was Japanese privilege here.
Yeah. So I think it really depends on where you are. But I feel like white is being attacked in this time. You know, to be white is to be bad. To be white is to be...
Exactly.
And it's crazy because it's feel like, I don't know, like what makes me sad is as a minority, you know what it feels like.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like you don't want to hurt someone else. If you grow up with this, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say
anything. Yeah.
Don't treat people the way you don't want to be treated. Like this whole fight on religion, this whole fight on color, we're all fighting for the same thing.
Yeah.
What are we doing? I'm going to call you racist so that I can be equal. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's a great point.
I don't understand. And that's what keeps me up at night is like, how can we as a minority attack someone and turn them into a minority to make us feel better? Yes, there's this whole thing about slavery, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not saying those things aren't valid.
No.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
But I didn't enslave them.
Yeah, but I'm saying to bring that up, to put someone else down. Where are we now? We're just going to reverse the roles? We're just going to go in a circle? And it's just, then you get in this whole thing about it's a system and history repeats itself. And I feel like as someone who's like a millennial or someone who's just from a different time, we have a lot to say, but no way to fix it. Mm-hmm. You know, and I don't.
Wow.
That puts me in a place, and that's what I'm saying.
That's an
This
awesome
is what I want to talk about on my
perspective.
podcast. I feel like, but at the same time, you can crack a joke, and it makes me upset because like, people call me racist, but it's okay if I'm racist because I'm a little Asian girl, you know? And my homie always tells me, Chanel, you get away with so much things that I feel like I can't because I'm a dude. One, like, I make sexual jokes and I can grab a girl's butt and it's funny because I'm little Chanel. Like, I'm not going to do anything, you know? But it was like you guys, Hawaii Police Department on speed dial, you know? It's just such this thing.
Yeah.
And so I think to be white nowadays it sucks, but it's true. And as much as people don't like to hear it, that's what we need to talk about.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I cannot say I've ever, well, I can't say I haven't been discriminated against because out here it's happened, but not to the fact of being a true minority.
Sure.
Right.
I can't speak on that. Right. I grew up in a city that is largely Hispanic. It's both white and Hispanic. Mm-hmm. But I've never really had the prejudice against me growing up with that. So I can't speak on that. But the thing that drives me nuts the most is I can't, as a white male, I can't disagree with a black person, Hispanic person, or anybody else.
Without
because
being
if I do disagree, I'm racist.
Yeah.
You see, and that's the problem that I have is no, I can still disagree with you and not be racist.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's this, I just feel that there's a huge double standard. And I heard a saying the other day from a black person that said, well, black people can't be racist.
That's not true.
Which is absolutely false. And they were and it was an entire discussion that, well, no, they were saying that they are the epitome of racism, so they can't be racist. They can call us whatever they want, honky, white, anything else, but that's never racist. But it is if I say, you know what I mean? Like, I can just simply disagree.
It's hard.
And now I'm racist. Like the whole ESPN fire or non-firing of the thing. I don't think she should have been employed, but because I said that,
What's that?
I'm racist.
Oh yeah, there's a black girl who made a black. I can't remember what her name was.
An extremely defamatory comment towards the president.
About him being a white supremacist.
A white supremacist, a bigot, a fascist. Like, she went onto it, right?
Yeah.
But a few months prior,
they fired a bunch of people before for saying stuff like that, but they didn't fire her.
And they fired Kurt Schilling, who was a white male. They suspended Linda Cohn, who's a white female, for only saying that ESPN is getting too much into politics. So they suspend her, and then Jamil Hill, who's a black female, goes on this
rant,
this racist tirade, and she gets a slap on the wrist. And because I say, well, no, if you're going to suspend or fire these other people, you should fire her. I'm racist. I don't understand because I'm not black.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. It's just, like I said, it's people fighting for the same thing, but it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying minorities have it easy now, because that's not true either.
Right.
It's just we're constantly attacking each other to find, nothing. Like, it's like war on religion. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
we're on the same team.
Right,
we're on the human team.
right,
You know what I mean?
It's a really confusing thing, and I feel like you guys said, you guys come from a different time.
Yeah.
I feel like your generation leans a little more right, and my generation leans a little more left.
Yeah. Well, I think the irony about that is I think you're right about that, but like Tony and I grew up left, so we grew up Democratic. We grew up liberal, but the older we got, and the more at least I believe this, that the more our eyes got opened. At least for me, I realized
this is something I want to talk about on my podcast.
Yeah, so I realized
I gotta put a pin right here.
As we got older,
right
we realized, like, wait a minute now. You start to realize that the government's in your pockets all the time, right? And that's more the left side is more like bigger government. We need more programs. But in order to create these programs, they got to take money out of your pocket by taxing. So then so as I got older, I realized, wait a minute, I can make my own decisions.
Right.
I don't need the government to take the money out of my pocket and make decisions for me.
Right.
And that's when I started to turn more towards the right.
And I feel like that's why you got to joke. You know what I mean? You got to laugh at everything.
Yeah, totally, right?
Like,
that's why what I was saying. I can be as racist and as sexual and as funny as I want. Because
without, knowing that there's no repercussions.
Not just that, knowing there's no repercussions, and that sucks for you, and I'm sorry. Because I'm having a good old time. Right here, my bad. Because it's like, everyone's so damn, like, I can't be out here being like, oh, Filipinos eat dog, and someone's like, wow, I feel attacked. I'm like, damn, it's a joke. Like, I don't take no damn jokes these days.
Thank you. Because Frank De Lima, right? Like, he used to, like, he makes jokes about races. You know what I mean? If it was, 20, 30 years ago, we all laughed about it because in Hawaii, we're a little more tolerant in terms of race, except to whites.
My bad.
On the real, straight up. You know what I mean?
I feel like this should be called Sorry, Tony.
But like, 20, 30 years ago, he started to make these racial, these ethnic jokes. Glenn Miyashiro, he talked about the Japanese. He talked about, like, Portuguese all the time. He talks about all these different races,
and you can laugh because it's real.
Totally.
That's what's funny.
And he's not racist. Like he's not prejudiced because he talks about all races. You know what I mean? But like in today's world, like his stuff has to be censored because people get offended so easily, and that's why
our podcast exists.
Yeah, so we can be real.
Get over it. You know what I mean?
And I'm happy to hear a millennial say that because we live in an age that people get so offended for no reason. Remember we put up the thing? Remember we were talking about, good morning. Well, what gave, how offensive that is. Yeah. Who gave you the right to say it was good?
Yeah.
Who said that?
It's just in general, like
I'll fight them.
But it's refreshing to hear a millennial not be offended. Because right now, like, it just seems like no matter what you do, you're going to offend somebody. And we have just become soft.
Get over it.
It's super sick.
Yeah. Get over it. We should do like text, like flying text. Get over it. Yeah.
You need to get over it.
Hi guys, today we're going to talk about how you need to get the hell over it. I'm a catch.
Okay, we got totally.
Chanel's still single, by the way.
Yeah, hurry up.
We do this every week. Update, Chanel's still single.
Welcome to Dating Chanel.
Sorry, Tony. So many segments.
There are a lot of segments, but we're already running out of time, so we need to wrap this up because if not, people are going to get crazy. We're also going to get started on Chanel's podcast today, so tune in for that. We're like super duper excited for that. We want to go ahead and
we'll put the link in our
I'm taking
write-up
the reins
for her.
this time.
For sure.
Yeah, it's all about
So it's all about Chanel.
Yeah, so we'll do some shout outs. Usual, start out with Aloha Grown, and we got to get Chanel Aloha Grown some gear.
What's up with this? Get you some right.
Hi, Aloha Grown. I wear a size small.
Just saying. Just saying.
My favorite color's pink.
I like long walks on the beach.
And I have low self-esteem and daddy issues, so if you want to hit me up on Instagram.
Chanelifit, at Chanelifit.
Don't forget my executive member Costco card.
Unless somebody beats Aloha Grown to the punch and wants to sponsor you your own line of stuff.
Oh, shots fired.
But
yeah, unless it's like Irie Hawaii, then I'll get all the boys, guaranteed.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Hook me up, Irie Hawaii.
Guaranteed. Mariner, if you're watching.
Yeah, that's right, Mariner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk to him. So, parkerranchstore.com/Aloha Grown.
That's right.
Aloha
Get some
Grown.
Aloha Grown gear.
Yeah. So, shout out.
Oh, my shout out today is to the Hilo HCC system because I am dying at school. And every day.
I'm going to shout you out.
But I'm going to shout you out because you take all my money, my time, my effort. And obviously, as we've learned on this show, Chanel likes when people hurt her. So I will still love you in return, Hilo. Thank you. Please give me my degree that's obviously a piece of paper worth $1 million.
Or close to it.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, yeah. I always got to go before Chris because he throws me off with these.
Yeah.
All right. My shout out is to, well, how do I phrase this? One, to my wife because her birthday was yesterday.
Okay.
So happy birthday, honey.
Rona.
And she decided to spend her birthday in Utah and leave me with the
Away
kids.
from you.
Oh,
So,
don't complain, dude, because
yeah.
on your anniversary you worked.
I know.
You can.
That's true. But she did too.
segment.
But she did too. Yeah. New segment, throwing Tony under the bus and running it over. But happy birthday, honey. I love you. And you're on the flight now to get back home quickly. Because I have...
Because Tony's a fish out of water without you.
Yes, I have the two kids and literally don't
You're like,
know what
did they
the
have
hell I'm
2
doing.
arms before you left?
Yeah.
Okay, one got 9 fingers, but I can explain it.
I got it, honey. It's okay. She can still do what she needs to do.
It was this finger, the one nobody even uses.
Yeah, I mean, no one needs that one.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go complete curveball here. I promise
Imagine
not
that.
to talk about. No. I promise to keep it simple here.
It's just a notification from Twitter.
Okay. Well, what did he say?
They liked my tweet,
Okay.
and my tweet
was your
was
tweet?
need a hug. Wow.
Hey, that was the guy, Hot Chick. That's
no,
the guy
it was my friend Kenesha.
All right.
Shout out Kenesha, I'm your hot
Yo,
chick.
what's up? Yeah. No.
Thanks for liking my tweet.
Anyway, I'm gonna ask Chanel about this guy, but my shout out goes to Young Ho Koo.
Young hoo hoo.
It goes out to Young Ho Koo.
Stop it. What?
My shout out goes to Young Ho Koo.
I feel attacked.
Chargers
safe
lost the game
place.
because of it.
That's right. So Young Ho Koo, thank you very much, my friend. He's actually a field goal kicker
Oh,
on the
that's the Asian
NFL.
dude. I saw
on
that.
the NFL San Diego
she liked all
Chargers,
my
who missed a field goal against my Miami Dolphins. That gave us our first win of the season.
So why are you asking me about him?
Because I wanted to know if you knew who Young Ho Koo
Oh,
was.
I saw it on Twitter. Someone was
Yeah.
like, shout out to Young Ho. And I was like,
The Dolphins won on the legs of a young ho.
That's right. But you know
Amen.
what I say? It's cool.
you know what I say? Look at God.
Amen. Hallelujah. That wraps us up this week. Thank you to Chanel Bentosino for hanging out with us once again on Point
No
Pizza.
problem. Always a good time.
That's right. Tony, got any last words for everyone?
No.
All righty. Well, you guys have a good one. We will see you next time. Keep your pizza hot and your poi fresh. Aloha.
What do you mean eating poi and pizza? Who the hell would do that? Eat poi and pizza. Who does that? Idiots do that. You get diarrhea, you go eat poi and pizza.